personally, like I grew and I grew through it, and like I was pretty successful. I like my team. We're having this wasn't like the best team we ever had, but it was like one of my favorite teams because we played hard every time, and we had fun winning, and we celebrated every victory because we know that like victories is hard to come by. You don't just walk in the gym and win every game. You got to play hard and earn it. So although we didn't win the championship, but yeah, it's a life lesson, a lot to learn from. Yeah.
So, first of all, I mean, it's an accomplishment to make it to the championship. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What was it like playing on that stage and making it to the final there?
Playing on the, let's say, from the day one championship game, it was like, because it's like, that's my second year being in the tournament, so it wasn't really, but it's my second year, but it was the year I had to perform better because, you know, ever since I committed to Providence, I had to show people that, yeah, like, me coming back from injury, like, it didn't change nothing. It's just injury doesn't change a player. You just gotta still get hurt, come back from it, and still do your thing. So, and also the fact that, like, you know, I had the whole, you know, Providence community looking up to me, and like I had to perform to my best. Like I didn't go out there thinking that I want to be that guy, but I wanted to think like I have to do whatever I can to help my team win, and like yes.
I mean, that certainly is a tough thing coming back from injury and then trying to say, I want to play at this level, right? Do you feel like you got to play at the level you wanted to, and you could show the things you wanted to show there?
I feel like, you know, I did play good, but I feel like, you know, I could have played better. That's like, you know, every day I go to sleep, I'm like, I could have put in more effort. I could have gone for that rebound. I could have, maybe my team would have come up with the victory. Like I could have, you know, went hard, took extra more possessions. Yeah, well, but at the end of the day, like, you know, we learn from it. We can't really go back. We just learn from it.
The party just started.
What would you say? I mean, you touched on it twice now. Like, you feel like you've learned a lot from it. What would you think? What would you say the biggest thing you learned from the National Cup Championship and from the season as a whole is?
Yeah, as I said, like the biggest thing is like, you know, victories or wins is hard to come by. You don't just walk in the gym. You can be the best team, but you come in and you don't show up, and they lose like badly. Like we see teams winning by 50, teams winning by but one thing I learned was like wins is hard to come by. You don't just walk in the gym, even though you have the perfect team. If you don't play as a team, if you don't play hard, it's hard to accomplish the victory. Yeah.
For sure. And you also touched on kind of the Providence community taking you in. Can you kind of touch on like what the reception has been from the fan base and how you like have felt like part of that Providence family already?
Not gonna lie, it's been pretty amazing. Like I feel like they took me as their own, they accepted me like every day. Like it's like every day I walk on the Providence campus, the gym to watch the games. I feel like it gets more and more exciting. It gets more and more like you see people like willing, like I'm sitting in the game like, when they play against Boston College, the Boston College players is walking by, and they're like, don't touch it, and stuff like that. Like, you know, it just lightens the mood. Like, I feel like they've pretty been accepting me, so it's been amazing. Like, and like I said, like I ain't changing I'm happy I made my decision to go to Providence. I'm not changing my decision anytime soon.
That's great. And now heading into the spring and summer, you know, what are you most looking forward to, first of all?
To be honest, like ever since I started playing basketball again, I'm looking forward to AAU because I know what my team has, Ben, me, Josan, Abuka, every other person. Like, I feel like I've been looking forward for the spring and like AAU season. Hopefully we can win 3 SSB.
For sure. And is there anything in your game that you're looking to especially improve on throughout the next few months?
I would like my ability to space the floor, like ability to knock down shots wide open. The ability to just be more. When I said space the floor, be like improve my IQ, like be able to know when to make the pass, know when to make it, know when to go for the block, just like increase my IQ and the ability to just like knock down a jump shot. I'm not being like a shooter like Steph Curry, just knock down a couple of shots.
For sure, diversifying your game.
Yep.
If you look back at this last season you had, what would you say your favorite memory was with the team?
Favorite memory of my team? Okay, I'll say senior night or our Mustang Madness. So like Mustang Madness is like when my school introduces the player who's gonna play on the prep team to the community, and then like it's just like it's like the midnight madness that every other college does, but we before my school, like that's like one of the best memories shared as both the boys prep team and the girls prep team for my school. Yeah, that was like one of the fun memories, and then also winning Power 5 and like NEBL that too. But my top two is senior night and Mustang Madness.
For sure. And is there anything, I mean, I know you touched on kind of that winning isn't easy, but is there anything that you feel like you're going to take from this past high school season and try to apply this summer?
Yeah, like, the one thing I'm going to take is every possession, you got to play hard. Like, you got to play hard play like that's the last game. Like, I wish, I can say, like, I wish I can go back and go to the national, to the championship game and change a couple things, but we gotta move on for them. So like every day I take away myself, like play hard, like even when I'm tired, and if it's extra 2 positions, play hard, and like also not to be selfish. If I'm tired and I feel like I can't go no more, I call for a sub. Like he doesn't diminish a player. He just makes you, he just make you seem selfless. That okay, you're not being selfish, or like I want to play more minutes, I want to score more points, I want to get more rebounds, but you're helping the team because you're taking a sub because while you're stuff like that, you just play harder.
Yeah, and I mean, when you take a sub, whether it's with Putnam or BABC, there's a lot of other good guys that come in. Can you, I guess, touch on what it's like to transition from playing with Putnam to here, and you have some of your teammates here as well from Putnam, but it's also these guys you've been competing against all year. What is it like to play with this collection of talent here, and then when you're back in the high school season, playing against your AU teammates?
I feel like it's pretty similar because my team in Putnam, we like high level players, and then my team AU have high level players, and like it's more fun because you're playing against people who you playing with people who you played against during the season, like people who you already have a good relationship with, but like during the season you will just like on the court you're just like rivals, but like outside the court you're like family. But like right now, all of us are coming together, making a super team to go win through SSB. So I feel like it's not nothing crazy because I feel like my team in Putnam competed, like we played high level, and this team right here, AAU, BABC, we're gonna also play at the same level, probably even higher level because of the type of players and the type of coaching staff we have, and the owners, like just because of the people surrounding the program, they all have one mindset, they were successful, so I'm looking forward to the AAU season. Indeed.
When you have that bond, that kind of like when someone's like family, do you feel like that pushes you even harder against them on the court? I
feel like it pushes me harder, but also if I see him doing well, like I'm happy because I'm like, oh, I do just want to be the one doing everything. Also, if I see somebody who is like considered family to me and he's excelling, doing great, I'm like, yeah, that gives me joy too, because I know that, oh, I'm going up and my family is going up with me. Like, yeah, it's not just one-sided. That's and then, because it pushes me, because it pushes me harder, because I'm just like, I want to be the best, I want to be the better one, but and then like, and then after the game, it's just all love. That's just
For sure. And I'm curious, I know you've been following along, I know you've been to plenty of games. It obviously they didn't quite have the end of the season they wanted, but what was your favorite part of Providence's season this year?
I would say the intensity. Like my favorite part of, like, I went to a lot of games because it's like close to my school, so I went to a lot of games. I'll say my favorite part is just watching the fans go, like, support your team, win or lose, they're always there. Like the Georgetown game, great, crazy atmosphere every single game. Like it's like a sold out arena every single game. Play a good team, play a bad team, play a better team. Yeah, it's just like, so I feel like, I like going to the game, sitting down, seeing the team have the fans on their back, and like, it's really great. And to just be like, think about it, like, this about to meet me in a year or two, or a year, in a couple of years, in a couple of months, in a year. So like, I just like the environment, especially game time.
Yeah, for sure. A couple more questions. If you were to pick a dream NIL
dream NIL deal. I'd probably say like a sneaker deal or like a cloth deal, just because it's just like something, or like just like something that goes a long way. Like you can be a part of a brand that's successful. Like it also helps you build your name and stuff like that. But like I don't really. But like I tell people like NIL not really it for me. I just want to play basketball. I just love hooping. Like no money, no deals. Like I'm not really pushed. That was like even like the least of my problems, because I know that if I do what I gotta do, I gotta go to the NBA or play pro. That's even more better than getting a couple of years in college and stuff like that. So that's just it. Like the NAL is good, but I just feel like that's not what drives me. That's not what made me make decisions in life. I just love playing basketball, so that's what pushes me.
For sure. If you had to describe yourself in 4 words, what would they be?
Humble, disciplined, selfless, and I always want to learn. I always want to learn every single day.
Yeah. And how would you say that, I mean, you've obviously experienced a lot of success at this level. You've committed to a great school. How do you try to help your teammates, whether they're younger or the same age, how do you try to help them with their growth and be a leader as well?
Just like putting them in like best situations. If I know it's a great shoot, it's on the court, putting them in a great situation while I'm playing alongside with them off the court, cheering them on, be like, oh, go pass, go pump fake, good. I feel like if I'm playing someone to a good rebound, like I'm gonna go get more, because I'm feel like so my teammates watching me, my teammates got my back, and I make them understand that I got your back every day. Like I don't get mad at them, I don't explode on them, even though win or lose. I don't be like, yo, don't do that. I just keep it simple and be like, yo, you could have done this, do that. Like I feel like some of my teammates, like they know that like I know what's best for them. So when I talk to them, even though they're mad, they listen. Like and I feel like that's all that matters. That's all it takes to be a good teammate. If your teammates can listen to you, then that's all. That's what's most important.
Well, that's great. And just to round it out, or I guess a couple more questions. So I know that playing basketball is obviously the goal, and you're doing it at a great level. Are there any other career paths that whether it's when basketball's over or anything, are also interesting to you? Apart from playing basketball, I love music. I play the piano too, like I sing. So, and then soccer is like the sport from my country. So, I would say like if basketball doesn't work out, hopefully it does. Like I go into music, or I can just play soccer for fun and stuff like that. Or I go into I'm going to business, stuff like that. Like expand and like use my initiative to like come up with stuff. And as you are pursuing obviously a great college career and then a pro career after that, are there any pro players or high-level college players that kind of are role models to you, or that kind of give you advice?
So like I've been in touch with Terrence Mann. Like he played BABC, so I've been in touch with him. Like all the NBA guys, like out of my school, BABC. I say college level, Joshua Dury, because like every time I step on the Providence court, I look at him because we play the same position. He's really a good. He's on this side, but he's really a good player. So, I idolize Giannis. He's my favorite player in basketball in the whole world. So I idolize Giannis. I look up to Joshua Dury because I see stuff he's doing at his height. He's like in the Big East. He's probably one of the shortest bigs in the Big East. Like you have like Cockburn at 7'1". You have Donovan Klinger and all the bigs. But I see stuff he does even when he's on his side. So I just look up to him because I feel like he can really play. Stuff like that. And like Giannis, I idolize him because that's just apart from the fact that he's from Nigeria too, he's just a really good player. He plays with a motor every single game. And he plays hard, so that's why I idolize him.
Perfect.